Hi everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to Dungeon Academy. We play Dungeons and Dragons. Last time
In the hot tubs?
No hot
maybe
tub.
we've been discussing a future hot tub episode, so
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled for that.
Get ready.
You know?
No.
Get ready.
I'm gonna buy one of
Refuse.
those old-timey swimsuits with a tank top and it'll be like pajamas, you know?
Like one of those really weird Speedos.
I'll see if I can find
No.
a swimming cap that fits my gigantic head, you know?
Yes.
A straw hat on top of that.
Straw So last time the group went through Hallister's Maze of Madness, which is a DM's Guild adventure by Sean Merwin. And also, keep your eyes peeled, especially if you're on Twitter. Sean Merwin is about to, in a day or two, he's going to have a new big project coming out. I'll probably be using some of the stuff he makes for that. So you might want to check that out. Look for Menagerie Wizard on Twitter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Are you allowed to spoil?
I don't know, so I'm just not going to.
Alright.
I don't want to get.
Alright.
I want to get the Patreon police on me. Oh shoot!
Yeah.
God damn it! That has nothing to do with Sean Merwin's
Yeah,
project.
Not at all.
No.
So the group went to Hallister's Maze of Madness, and it turns out that there was this Minotaur who was possessed by a lich, and he's trying to summon his phylactery because he was trapped in Hallister's Maze. But he also had the first piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. So the group had a really difficult, epic battle against him in this room with floating chunks of stone, and they defeated him, and they got the piece of the rod. That's around where we stopped. Chloe can't make it today, so she's gonna just phase out of reality. And
As we say in Retroverse, she turns into a paper cutout.
No, for me it's like I have them vanish. You know, they log out, so it's like an MMO where they just disappear. So you have the piece of the rod. Are you gonna go back and leave Undermountain and go back into the Yawning Portal, or what would you like?
Yeah.
To do? Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So, you climb out of the well in the Yawning Portal, and a bunch of people cheer, and others tear up pieces of paper and throw them on the ground because they were all betting on whether or not you guys would live or not.
Aww.
I like to think that as we exit, I have Lily on my back or something, just like wee.
You did it for Trance! Yeah, he was the best boy!
You have your Blink Dog with you, and Vilandra the
Yes.
Wind Duke with you. As far as I know, you're staying.
Do we see any recognizable people? Oh,
There he
there's
goes.
Good Boy. There he goes.
Do you any recognizable people?
Like in the Yawning Portal? Wink, wink.
Who are we talking
The
about?
bartender
Who
guy?
are we talking about? Durnan?
Vernon, yeah, that's his name.
Maloon War Dragon.
Oh.
Huh.
The
Hey,
White
Maloon.
Lady.
Is Yagra here?
Several pirates.
Yagra. Arm
Several
wrestling
handsome
half-orc.
pirates.
I
Ooh.
guess. Hold on, I gotta find your crew.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Martis gotten himself lost?
Where did I put?
No, he's
Well,
doing
he's on the
chores.
ship doing chores. That's right.
It's like everybody else is on break and yet he's still doing chores. He still can't manage to do the dishes.
I'm gonna be so mad if he's not done doing the
Every-
chores.
Every time he tries to clean a
Months.
dish, it just breaks.
Lily's gonna start shit.
Yeah, and he just we end up having to replace the dishes all the time.
Ugh, I have the sheet, but you're in the Yawning Portal. What would you like to do?
Well, before we went down, I know I bet 30 gold that we'd come back out. So I'm gonna go to the
Gold on
betting
us?
guy. I did, yeah.
Yeah, in our favor.
I don't mess around, yeah.
All right.
Also, I think Winthrop also bet money.
That you would betray?
I didn't know.
No?
No, somebody else also put money down that we would get out.
I probably did, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't there. I think it was either you or Seraphine.
Yeah, it was Seraphine. It was probably Seraphine. She
I,
probably
yeah.
circled.
I put your paper over there. I have to go get it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well,
Play D&D by yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So
All right,
you got all
role-playing
7
challenge. Here we go.
parts of the rod. You say,
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And we were magically able to put them together.
No.
Yeah.
Save the world.
yeah,
All the
Lily gets
witches
a
are
big
gone.
rod. Oh yes.
Everything's great.
Cheating
Yeah.
at D&D
We
right
get
now.
we get a fleet of ships.
Oh, that's
Artemis is gone.
You want to go check on your crew?
Okay.
Sure.
None of that was canon, by the way. Whatever just happened.
Fan fiction.
Yeah. In my fan fiction,
That was-
Yami and Lily are married, so there you go.
Really? Ew.
Hello.
Oh, that was quick.
Yep.
That was so quick.
Oh, we did a time skip. Like,
Oh, you
10 years.
So you're in the yawning portal, and it's like 10 years later.
yeah, exactly. Where are they now?
What an abrupt. All right. Okay. You go to your ship. You've got the Blink Dog with you. You've got Vilandra the Wind Duke with you, and she's so excited, and she can't wait to check out the piece of the rod of 7 parts. Here's who else is on your ship. Yasmina, a Shair. She's from Zakara. She's a genie wizard. She has a little genie. It's like this big. Her name is Amina.
Right?
There's a Draconian who's nervous, and he has brass scales. His name is Savaxis. Then there's this supremely confident wizard, Bigby the Eighth, a great granddaughter of Bigby, the legendary wizard. You've got a
And
gift.
now he's an experienced pilot.
Yeah. You've got Gullscream Bilger, who is a GIF.
Yep.
Zebulon 7000, the auto gnome who follows around Lilia.
Yeah.
Speaker of Rainbows, the tiefling sensate. Marcus Neural, the Vistani.
Cannot clean a dish to save his life.
Fabio, the golem.
Yay!
And the newest member, who is Sid, who is a Zalani, who's like a black-skinned gargoyle with red eyes. And he's a ship builder. So he's been doing minor repairs on your ship.
And how's that coming along?
Very good. Very good. And Marcus Neural actually did work, and the ship's looking pretty
Nice.
snazzy. Pretty snazzy.
I look at him and I give him a good thumbs up. Like,
Thank you very much. That makes it all worthwhile.
you're doing great.
I feel so
And-
much satisfaction from this honest day of labor.
Hey, now you do the work, and now you get to stay on the ship like you wanna, right?
Ooh, can't wait. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Is she gone yet? It sucks.
I'm sitting right here.
Oh, all right. Oh, I like that. What you said now makes me feel great. All right. So you're standing there, and all your crew's there. You're in the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, there was 5 things you wanted to do. So I wrote them all down, and do what you want. 1 was go drinking. Another was help Jennifer, the spirit trapped in Lilia's armor of woe. You also wanted to buy sending stones. You wanted to make dragon scale armor out of the
Right.
skin you had taken from the black dragon.
Yes.
And the last entry I have on this list says magic lingerie ?
This is a stellar list.
No.
So
I know a great place now.
Working now.
Stellar list.
It's like 3 p.m. Oh well, you're all really hurt, aren't you?
Yeah, I assume we want to take a long rest on the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I show Yami around our ship. This is our
The ship tour.
Very
Our ship
interesting.
tour. We have yet to peek in.
All right. So Captain Bravesweet retires to her cabin with her trusty ally Fabio, the flesh golem, guarding the door. Winthrop probably has some kind of vegetable.
If I'm not
room.
mistaken, like Winthrop now, or somebody, it was either Winthrop or Lilia, also shared the captain's quarters because we had a bunch of refugees on our
No.
ship for a while back.
No. Lilia is in the Raven's Crow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. That's right. Sorry. It might
Seraph-
have been Seraphine then.
Seraphine goes to wherever she goes, and she's so hurt that she's probably going to be resting for quite a while, and you might not hear from her. The rest of
Fair.
I'm a little concerned over that, but I give her the space because she's not here to role play it out.
That's the best way to do it. And
Man, there's a lot of people getting sick on the ship. We should probably get some medicine or something.
Maybe it might be a scurvy. I hear we might need fruit.
specifically citrus.
Yes. Let's go grab some oranges and
We do have oranges in the
I'll
in
yeah,
the garden.
yeah.
right.
Like that's where I would be going. Like there's two things like when coming back onto the ship that I'd do, and that's check the pets and check the garden.
Right. We got hamsters.
You have a giant space hamster with see-through skin. So
His name's Axel.
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 Alright.
Oh,
And a giant miniature space hamster.
Yeah.
I should probably write that down.
I think that one wasn't that one named Twinkles or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twinkles.
Axel and Twinkles.
Axel and Twinkles.
Correct.
All
Perfect
right.
names.
Giant space hamster.
well, you have quite an interesting crew.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's definitely not ever boring.
No.
There's always so many like interesting things that happen on the ship. It's fun.
Oh, I do love interesting things.
Now about the rod of 7 parts.
Oh.
yes.
I think it would be a good idea to have a place where we can contain it, where it's secure, like maybe in a safe or something.
Maybe
Maybe we should get it safe.
maybe Sid can install a place to contain it.
Or that. But it needs to be like a permanent thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
At
a
least until we
magic-
find
Don't
yeah.
they, if they get too close together without making a whole bunch of Arcana checks, they'll just kind of like that
Yeah,
again, and then you get them
exactly.
too close together, and they just
We need to plan the spaces out where the rods of 7 parts are going to be stored far enough apart where they're not going to cause issues on the ship, because obviously we're going to be going for all 7, so we need
until
to
we need
find
to put them
out-
together. When we put them
Yeah.
together, that's one thing, and then, but if correct me if I'm wrong, I wrote my notes down and I forget all of the what
That's
is
okay. I
going
do
on.
the same.
But it was you have to get close enough before they teleport and then do a check to connect them.
Yes.
It's just once you have to do a ritual to actually connect them, and if the ritual fails, both pieces like disappear and teleport far away. Like,
Right.
Do we
They-
know if
they
it's like
repel
an
each other if they get too
Arcana-
close.
if it's like an Arcana check or something of that sort?
If there's a ritual to put them
yeah.
together, it probably includes.
Okay.
yeah, there
Who
will
has
be-
the highest Arcana?
Probably Lilia.
Probably will, yeah.
Yeah. probably.
Uh,
Because my Arcana is 0.
my Arcana is 5.
My Arcana is 6,
Okay.
so I'm a smart girl.
Is there any way, like, when time comes, who here has an ability to, like, give her advantage or some lesser
have-
some way or something?
I have guidance, which
Seraphine
adds
then.
like a D4, but it doesn't do a whole lot.
Okay.
It does something.
Yes. Any little bit will help, because
Yeah.
this is the scariest bit.
Okay, but like we still have time. We can worry about that later. And
Yeah, we
And
only have one
you're
piece right now.
I
Hmm.
do think that we should have Sid make a containment unit for this.
Yes.
Be smart rather than carrying it around with us and like maybe getting it lost or whatever it might be.
Yes. The last thing we want it is to be on our person when we're out and about fighting monsters or whatever
Yeah.
threats.
Or like getting way too close to the next piece of the part and it teleports away.
True. Hariyami, will you help us?
Well, I can help you keep this little bit, yeah. I am but a bit
Good.
player in this larger story of yours.
Yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
Well, you were so
Yes.
wonderful and great, and it was so much fun.
oh, of course.
Yes. Yes.
You were
Okay.
such a great help.
Okay.
All of you are quite lovely as well. I'm amazed by
okay.
your lich slaying abilities.
Oh,
And they
all
actually did
right.
mine.
All right. Just make
Although-
the box.
From stories I've heard of the Rod of Seven Parts, there's this Queen of Chaos who's looking for it, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Are you sure keeping it in one place on your ship would be the smartest idea?
Don't think
Maybe
it's a
make
matter of
decoy?
Hmm.
Is that what you mean?
I mean, if it's with you, it'd probably be easier to protect. If it's on your ship and you're away, well, who knows
Well-
what could happen?
There's always going to be people on the ship. The ship's not going to be left alone.
I look at the Vistani dude. Do you trust them to protect the Rod of
Well,
Seven Parts?
obviously,
except
he's
him.
not going to be left alone by himself.
He
He can't
says,
even be trusted to be left alone with the dishes on his own.
"Hey, I'm right here, Captain. Jeez. You know, I'm
Mar-
just,
All right, I'm
Marcus?
sorry.
You know what you did?
I'm just
Sorry,
gonna,
I got this wound and I need healing.
I'm so sad. I'm gonna go take.
I'm going
a
back to my
nip
cabin.
now. Taking my nip.
She goes back to her cabin.
Did you finish?
Oh yeah. He did. He did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
I did.
Do I need to insight check that?
I got blisters
For washing dishes, fam?
and a splinter.
I didn't think we
Do
had
we
any
have wooden plates?
cutlery.
Wooden plates, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
the ship's made of wood, so you know.
Mm.
It's
You
just
did
a
need to
matter.
scrub the floors too.
The more you move around, the more chance of splinter.
This is true.
So, just
But
another
if there was
reason
a
why.
splinter, we need to sand that down and then lacquer it. So
I'm going
Yeah.
away now. You. Oh man,
Maybe
really
where's Sid? Where's Sid? We need
giving
And then
Marcus
paint over
Nerle a hard
Maintenance.
time today.
And then make sure to paint over it so the color like all stays the same.
and that no one else gets splinters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're staying in port for a while, there are guilds who can do that for you.
Hmm.
Waterdeep has all sorts of guilds.
So, all right, you want to make
But
a special.
I'm sure. Sorry,
You
go
want
ahead.
to make a special place to put the piece of the rod on the ship?
I think so. Right? No.
So Sid
At
says,
minimum, while we're
"Do you mean like a secret compartment or a secret room?"
Hmm.
Like a safe.
Oh.
Like a magic safe.
A safe. Okay. So you could
so
buy
yeah,
a
a secret
safe.
compartment.
So all right, so you're gonna buy a safe in the city of Waterdeep, and then we'll install it. Like how? Like I mean, do you want the safe just sitting in somebody's room, or
Well,
what?
we'll put it like a secret safe, so you can only get it if you're one of us.
With arcane lock, you mean?
Or
Yeah.
Liamon's secret chest.
Is that a thing?
It is.
Bigby says it sure is. It's a chest that floats in the ethereal plane.
That might be good. That's a good idea, Bigby. Good job.
You could probably buy a scroll of it.
Or,
Hmm.
well, I do need to go help Jennifer, so maybe like we could probably go talk to like a wizard group, right? There's wizards here, right?
There's the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors, yes. They might be able to help.
You know, my great grandfather, Bigby,
Oh.
he adventured with Leomund in Castle Greyhawk. So
I've never heard that story before.
he probably saw the very first tiny hut ever made. So, oh, I mean, secret chest ever made.
Well, he probably saw the
hut,
tiny
too,
hut too.
probably.
So Leomund's secret chest is a 4th level spell. So basically, you hide a chest on the ethereal plane. You touch the chest, and you have a miniature replica of it. that serves as a component for the spell. The chest can contain up to 12 cubic feet of non-living material. So basically, when the chest is in the ethereal plane, you can use an action to touch the tiny replica to recall... Uh-oh, did somebody go away?
Brienne said that her Zoom froze, so she's coming back.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. Our screen will be a little funky for a minute or so. I should get like a big graphic of technical difficulties, with like a guy like, "Bleh," and he's like,
It's just you. It's just your face like, ah.
With the one, just like, give me a minute.
Yeah.
Just like
So, do you think that we can? I need to go find some wizards or somebody that is good with spirits or uncursing things. So maybe we can find somebody who knows how to make this spell, because I do not. Night. No.
Kuriyami, that you can buy scrolls of spells in the city.
I'll tell them that.
So
there's all sorts of powerful wizards here in Faerun.
So maybe you guys should go get the dragon scale armor made, and we can go to like a magic shop and find the things that we need.
So you're gonna do that now while you're hurt, or do you want to wait until you?
No, we'll take a rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Till in the morning.
I assume this is all happening as we're like chilling down or whatever. Oh god.
Okay. All right. So
planning stuff.
You all are wounded, so you all go to your separate areas and you take a long rest. So you're gonna get up like the next morning, like 8 in the morning or something like that.
Probably something like
that. We go home, or like it's just like literally on the
I ain't got a home, man.
We can hang out. It's fine.
Yeah. If you want me to hang out on the ship, I will. I mean,
right.
Yeah. So you would see like Lilia up on the thing, like just hanging out, like.
I'll probably go around and like talk to the crew and ask them about like where they're from. They're like, why are you here? What you doing? What's up? What's your story, man? Stuff like that, and just sort of record whatever they tell me.
Record it? What do you mean, write it down?
For later use, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I love all sorts of stories.
Okay.
I'd assume Rainbow over there will have the most. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Stories. So you're gonna ask them where they're from.
Yeah.
Zara Yasmina says, I am from the land of fate. And I wanted to travel the stars and find new magic. Savaxis the Draconian says, I just wanted to fly. That's all. So nothing, no big deal. Why are you asking me? I gotta go.
Just kidding. Oh, okay.
Don't talk to me.
Bigby D8 says, well, I don't know if you know this, but my great-great-great-great-grandfather was Bigby, a legendary adventurer. And now I am a legendary adventurer, so I'm having my adventures right now. And I'll invent my own spells probably one day when I'm ready, that kind of
yes.
thing,
You might want to like put like
Bigby the eighth spell instead of just Bigby. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, maybe. Although, maybe everybody will think all those spells were me,
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. It's big enough.
So.
It's BB-8!
Oh my god.
Great.
Yeah.
Gullscream Bilger says, well, I'm a GIF, and that's what we do. We travel the stars and work for the highest bidder and collect smoke powder. Do you want to see my collection of guns?
Sure. I don't even know what that is.
All right. His room is just, it's got like on the wall, there's like a bunch of different kinds of like muskets and stuff.
He gave Seraphine one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
True.
I
I
bet
forgot
hers is
about
like
that.
a really nice like one with like a sun on the end of the like
On the hilt.
yeah, that has like a nice little like it looks like a sunshine bursting out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move your boxes around, but XSplit's being all sticky again, so
Yeah, it's alright.
you might be in the wrong spots for a while.
Yeah, I'm playing Winthrop right now, so
Yeah. All right.
Be the edgy boy.
Hold on. Yeah,
Se-
that way.
Seeker of Rainbows tells you, Kuriyami, I'm from a city called Sigil in the center of the multiverse. And I'm a member of a faction called the Sensates, and we'd like to experience everything there is to experience in life.
Oh, I can appreciate that.
She says, everything.
Oh.
Marcus Neural. He says, I was going to sleep. I didn't know pretty lady wanted to talk to me.
Marcus? No, Marcus. Be nice.
You're not there.
I'm there.
I'm
hanging out. Like, you guys are all in your rooms, but like Lilia doesn't really have a room, so she's just kind of hanging out.
I am
I'm probably in the garden still, just like flowers.
I am Vistani. We travel to and from a place called Barovia. Nice place. I could show it to you sometime. I could tell you more, but I'm so tired. I need to lie down. You're welcome to come in, and I can talk to you while I'm lying down.
Sure, why not?
Oh, okay. All right. He goes into his room and like sprays some cologne on, and, like lies
I'm
down.
imagining that scene in Avatar where Sokka just lays down.
Put a rose in his mouth. Yeah.
So yeah.
Kuriyami just wants to listen to his stories, and she's like, "Okay, if that's how you sleep, go for it."
Oh man. Woo!
He says, ow, look, Splinter. I don't suppose you want to take this out. I'd be
Oh god, I can't.
I'd be very grateful.
Oh my god.
I look at my claws. I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you want.
Just don't hurt me too bad.
Should I roll to see?
Oh my god.
Yeah, do a sleight of hand.
I got a 17.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you kill him?
I feel so much better now. I feel really good. Woo.
Well,
Sure
that's always good.
Sure is hot in here. Hold on, I better unbutton my shirt a little bit. He opens a drawer and he's got like some kind of it's the Wizard of Wine's bottle of wine.
Hey.
He's got 2 cups and he starts to fill them and he offers you one.
I'll take one.
Oh my god.
Oh god, how far are we going here?
Kuriyami will hang out. I mean,
Alright.
Is she doing it or not? I gotta know.
no.
So tell me
Nice
about
for Matt.
yourself. Make yourself
Oh.
comfortable.
All right. I mean, I have to go talk to the other crew, but sure, for a little bit. Well.
I can tell you everything you need to know about them. Don't
Oh my god.
don't worry.
Well, I was raised across the sea from here, in the land of Kozakura. I say raised, I more or less raised myself, but it was a fun life, all sorts of stuff like that. I too am sort of a wanderer, though not to this Barovia place.
I'm very interested in what you're saying.
Oh my god.
So do you have a place to sleep?
Yes.
I mean, you could use my bed if you want. I'll just sleep on the floor.
Oh no, I don't mean to impose at all.
I know how it is when you don't have a place to call your own. It's tough. But
No,
people
so do
help
I.
me, and I would like to pass it on to you.
Oh, well, that's just. And I grab his hand and I just sort of pat it. And I'm like, that's lovely of you, dear. But I'm going to go talk to the rest of the crew, okay?
Okay.
And I'll lean down and I'll give him a kiss on the forehead.
Ah!
Oh, first kiss of Dungeons Academy.
All right.
And I'll go talk to the rest of the crew.
Woo.
Ooh, that got saucy.
I'm half going like, I wonder if he ever actually made it that far with anyone, and now he's just like,
Oh my god.
No,
We do know he has an ex-girlfriend. That's for sure.
that doesn't mean
That's
anything.
just a made up excuse.
Also true.
You go to talk to Vilandra the Wind Duke,
Oh yes.
and she's got light blue skin and long white hair that blows in a breeze that's non-existent. She tells you that she's thousands of years old and lives in the Vale of Aqua and the Plain of Wind, and that their job is to try to assemble the rod and keep it out of the hands of the Queen of Chaos. And she's one of the few
Understand.
members of the Wendeem, which is a caste
Hmm.
amongst the Wind Dukes, that her job is to literally wander the plains and look for the pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts. There's only a few of her kind who do that, and she's one, and she's really pumped up that they actually found the first piece. So,
I imagine.
then there's Fabio the Golem,
Oh. What do I find him doing?
guarding.
Well, he's in my.
Well, I guess Captain Braithwaite's getting ready for bed, and he's
Uh-huh.
guarding her door, I guess.
You knock on my door.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll probably talk to him if I can.
Well, you're not.
I know he doesn't talk, but I don't know that.
Okay,
Kiriyami
but,
doesn't.
but you knock on Brave Sweet's door.
I mean, I can, yeah, sure.
Okay.
After he doesn't talk, I'll probably knock on your door and be like, "What's up with him?"
I come to the door. I'm like, can I help you?
Oh, I was
You're
just
like half dressed and like.
Yeah. I'm like, can I help you?
I was interested in this fellow here.
Oh. Yeah. Fabio. Karami's here to talk to you.
He seems kind of the brooding, silent type.
He walks towards
Yes,
the
he's
door.
a man of few words.
So he's got the face of Henry Cavill, and the torso of Zac Efron, and the arms.
The fact you remember.
It's every
Yeah.
time, and it's still
The
so
arms
good.
of, I think, Hemsworth, Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. What is he wearing? What do you have him dressed up
Impressive
as?
arms.
Sweet.
He's probably, getting ready for bed too. So he's probably just, in his like robes or whatever.
Okay.
He just looks at you. Oh, and then he gets a piece of parchment and a quill. And he writes, like, in squiggly writing, hello.
Oh. Well, you're
And I'm just saying, I just pat Fabio on the shoulder. I'm like, I'm gonna get some rest. You guys have fun.
I'm actually proficient with calligrapher's tools. So if I can help improve his penmanship, I shall.
Okay.
I'll sort of take his hand and be like, "Oh no, dear, no, like this." Sort
The
of.
E was backwards, so you're like,
Okay. So you
Yeah.
spend some time doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aww. I love Karami.
The only other person on the ship is the gargoyle with the coal black skin, Sid.
Okay. He's probably busy with the making like a compartment or whatever
He's,
for this
he's
thing,
like
right?
he's at a drafting table, like drawing up, possibilities, like if they do get a safe and that kind of thing.
I'll probably just observe him for a bit if he'll let me, and just take notes on how his process is and stuff.
Okay.
And then at the end, I'll probably go see Lilia and hang out with her.
So you're gonna climb up the mast of the ship
Yeah.
into like a little bucket at the top, the crow's
Oh
nest.
Lord!
Yeah.
I'll probably shrink down so I can actually fit in there comfortably with.
It's probably like
Yeah,
pretty big enough so like bigger people than Lilia can stand in it.
it's true.
Yeah, so she's probably just like hanging out there with Good Boy,
Okay.
like looking up at the stars.
This good boy just like his head is like out the window like a car,
Oh,
a dog's head.
I mean, it's like an open area.
He's open air. He's just like that.
Yeah,
this
he scratch behind his ears.
if that's ever the case, like when we're not moving, like if he had been doing that before, and we were like just not moving, but he wanted to eat the air, I would probably just gust in his face, just like,
So cute. Oh my god.
That's adorable.
So sometimes the blink dog just runs up to you and like sits and wags his tail, and then you're like, like gust away.
yeah.
I love it.
It's a game.
Verbal.
Okay. So Lily is sleeping in the crow's nest with the dog.
She's probably like just hanging out up there, like just chilling,
And then
looking up at the stars.
Kuriyami climbs up there.
Hmm.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Well, what's up?
I'm just checking out the ship, finishing my tour up. Talk to everybody.
Yeah, aren't they awesome?
Quite, yes. How are you? Looking at the stars?
Yeah. It's been a while since I could see them like this. So it's nice.
Too busy flying through them?
Yeah. I mean, the constellations are similar to the ones back home, which is weird because it's in another dimension, I think.
Not so much. The crystal spheres and all of that. It's all still the prime material plane.
That's true.
Strange. I've heard stories about spelljammers and stuff like that, but I've never actually seen one myself.
Isn't it cool?
It is.
It's a nice place. I don't know. It's a nice place to call home.
Yes. I suppose it would be. I haven't been on a ship very long myself, so I don't quite have my sea legs or my space legs or whatever it is you have, Lilia Starbit.
I just have regular legs. They're like gnome legs, and she'll wiggle her toes.
I couldn't help but notice something while we were out adventuring. Your hands have those scars on them. What's the story behind that?
Well, when we were fighting there was a skull thingy, and I had to use it to save everybody. This happened when I couldn't control its power. And then my friends helped me, and I disappeared into the abyss for 3 months. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's I don't really like them, but
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I have quite a few scars myself, and Yami will kind of just point at all the scars on her arm, and she'll sort of pull down her shirt a little bit and show scars on her chest and stuff, and say, you really shouldn't be ashamed of scars. They're just a new part of you, and each of them has a little story. Stories are always fun to tell, aren't they?
Yeah. Some stories are too hard to tell, though.
But they need to be told.
No.
Oh yes, they do. If you don't tell them, no one really will.
That's good.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'd rather there be loss, because then nobody has to experience the pain.
If they're lost, someone might have to experience the pain even more because they won't learn from your story, Lilia Starbit. You must be more optimistic about these sorts of things, no matter how dark the tale.
You're very optimistic, Crayon.
Oh, I try.
Do you ever get lonely?
Not much.
No?
I tend to surround myself with people quite often, so as long as I have an adoring crowd, I don't get very lonely.
I do.
Oh?
For a long time, I was alone, and even though I met a lot of people, I was very lonely. And there's a difference between being surrounded by a crowd of people and being with somebody. You understand? Or like with people that you care about. I really only got that with very few people.
Ah, I see. Yes, I think I know what you mean. It is a different feeling.
I know it's. I only know we only just met, but would you like to join us?
Oof. Well,
I
I would love to, Lilia Starbit, but I have things that brought me here to Waterdeep for reasons I'm not quite clear on. These dreams about Halastra I've had, they're not the only ones. I've had all sorts of nightmares that brought me across the sea to Waterdeep. So something brought me here. And I don't think a lich and a minotaur is the only thing.
well, okay.
I do appreciate the offer, though. You know, they do have things that we could keep in contact with, if you're so interested. You could tell me all about your stories, your adventures, and I could tell you about mine.
That'd be really nice. Yep.
I'll just sort of wrap my arm around Lilia and like give her a pat as we just sit there and look at the stars.
Yeah. I'll show her like the constellations that Lilia definitely made up.
She's very interested in them.
She like she was like spend a lot of time alone in the woods, so she was like, yeah, that is the squirrel that runs across the rainbow bridge. Like, you know.
After you put your arm around her, like the blink dog tries to squeeze in there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Well, how wholesome.
Awesome.
So everybody rests on the ship.
Yeah.
Next day, 8 in the morning. Delicious breakfast made by Gulfscream Bilger the Gif.
He cooks.
I hope you like pounds of hash browns, because that's what I made.
Yes.
Love hash browns.
Thank you.
You know it.
All right. So yeah.
My captain's meal.
Huh?
Oh, Brianne, what did you say?
A captain's meal.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It wasn't that significant.
I was like, stop the game.
We have to know.
What did Brienne
I wanted to stop the game. We could never kiss you two. Whatever.
This game cannot continue.
I know. Rewind and kiss. Go back.
All right.
Moving on.
So the whole
During
crew's
that,
there at a
Vincent
big
was,
long.
like in the garden, just like taking care of it with one hamster on his head, and he's like,
adorable.
okay, then this is how you water these ones. To the hamster,
Oh.
as if the hamster would know and care.
So you're all
Adorable.
the whole crew sitting at a long table eating, and Vilandra says, "Okay, so we got a bunch of things to do in Waterdeep, right?
Yeah.
We help Jennifer in the Armor of Woe.
Mhm.
Make dragon scale armor.
Mhm.
Someone mentioned something about sending stones, and I know
Yes.
you guys wanted to go.
That's what we need. Yes.
And I know somebody wanted to go drinking at some point. And then she looks at her list, and it says, "Oh, and also, what's this magic lingerie question mark?"
I look
Oh,
at Brave.
it's a,
like,
it's
I
a
look at
personal
Gracie
thing,
like-
you know?
It's like Brave Sweet.
Oh, look at that! How did that get there? Crumple up that side of the list. of things
You're
to do.
just like
Be like,
grabbing.
wow,
All right, so she says, "Well, what do you guys want to do first?"
I think we go and find someone to start making the dragon armor for us.
That's a good idea.
That way, while it's being made,
Yeah.
Kuriami, you know that there is an armorer place called Bragadoons that specializes in making armor out of weird stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll tell them that there's a place called
Bragadoon.
Bragadoons. Yes, it's a fun name to say.
Bragadoon.
Hmm.
Okay.
They can make armor out of pretty much anything.
All right.
Great.
So
Let
you
us
want-
head there.
All right. So it's morning.
lead the way.
It's really nice out. It's warm. There's a lot of people. In Waterdeep, you can you're getting a good look. You get off your ship. You get a good look at the city. And there's these huge statues in weird poses. There's like 8 of
What
them.
do the statues look like?
They all look different.
Like I could tell you.
Well, yeah, but
What does the nearest one look like?
Oh, that's a good question.
They're famous.
Yes.
like
Ready?
Saint of Saint Marthane.
No, that one.
No.
Remember.
And it was like life size, so.
Yeah,
No, these
That'd be
are
like,
like huge. You can see them from far away.
these are huge. Okay.
The walking
yeah.
statues. There's 8 of them.
Oh, these things.
There's one called the God Catcher. That's like a big stone statue of a dude, one hand up, and there's like he's holding up a globe or something. The Griffin, shaped like a griffin, stands on all 4 legs. Its back fully 20 feet off the ground, making it a mount fit for a storm giant.
Mm.
There's probably signs
and-
like kids don't climb on top of the statue.
That I believe the Griffin's actually up on the mountain too, so you can see it up there.
It stands in a regal pose near Peak Top Airy atop Mount Waterdeep, looking to
Yeah.
the southeast over the dock ward. The Sahwagan Humboldt.
Mm.
Blah, blah, blah. It bows low toward the House of Heroes, which is a church, on bended knee, a gesture of obeisance to the city and an acknowledgement of the sacrifice of all who fought for the city in a war long ago. The Great Drunkard.
I was gonna say the shark guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
What?
There's a walking statue called the Great Drunkard. That these statues, Kuriami can tell you, they did actually walk around,
Yes.
but now they don't anymore. So this one
Yes,
had
they're-
fallen backward and sat upon a building. When it settled,
They
its arms
fell
fell
in-
limp at its sides, and its head tilted forward onto its chest, giving the impression that it had fallen asleep. The Lady Dreaming appears like a female elf whose hair and clothing appeared to flow naturally when she walked. She toppled onto her side, taking on the appearance of a titanic sculpture of a noble lady asleep in her garden. The Honourable Night is a statue of a male warrior in plate armor with a shield and longsword. When the walking statue stopped, it bowed to those opposing it, straightened, sheathed its sword, and doffed its shield, setting its point down in the ground and upright by its side. The Hawkman, a statue that looks like a winged, hawk-headed being.
Hmm. Probably looks really good, like on that morning light shining on it, like the golden hour of like morning.
Hmm.
Brave Sweet thinking, like, do you think there's a place we could get like postcards that have that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, the Waterdeep Tourist Center. Yeah. They have that.
Its left arm is extended out toward
Gotta be
the
careful
north.
at those places. They're souvenir traps.
Mm.
The Sword Maiden,
Oh,
she looks like the
Souvenir
knight, except
tourist traps.
she's
Right.
female. Okay. She's been dismantled, parts of which can now be found all over the North Ward, either incorporated into buildings or as bits of freestanding sculpture. Her
So
head.
this is just like
What?
just like a building made out of her boobs or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Why did you go there though?
That's in the red light.
That's where the lingerie shop is.
Right in between, yeah.
Is that?
Pretty good.
I thought it was like in the red light district or something.
I think you're probably right. It's probably where the lingerie shop
I'm
is.
sorry. Moving on.
This is perfect.
You-
No, this
It's
is perfect.
true. It probably would be.
And there's the
You
lingerie.
like took my idea and then took it a notch higher. This is great.
Her
Oh my
head
God.
sits in a stand of tall trees.
Hmm.
And there you go. Bunch of statues.
Yes, and
All right.
if the stories I heard were correct, they were once hidden on the ethereal plane, and then they appeared during this thing called the spell plague and sort of rampaged for a bit until they just sort of stopped where they're at now.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
God, so cool.
We're being very touristy right now. Just
Yeah.
Make pictures. You can put them up.
Lilia could take pictures. Lilia probably is drawing them as they go, like
Just frantically, just like.
Yeah.
Kuriyami has like one of those little tourist flags. So like the tour group can follow her.
Well, Koriyami is like.
I mean, I'm
7
big.
feet tall. We're not gonna
We
lose.
love
her.
Waterdeep. We love
She grows
Waterdeep.
taller and then just makes a makeshift tourist flag, just like come this way.
Hmm.
People think she's part of the exhibits because she's just so big.
Maybe that's why she was hired.
Also in the sky, you see people like guards riding griffins
That's
flying
cool.
around.
Ooh.
You actually see one
I'm
off
like,
in the
we need
distance.
one
Like
of those.
off in the distance, you see one
Crazy.
riding a griffin, and suddenly it just like jumps off and starts falling into the city. But then there's like a magical flash, and it falls much slower, and it like
Cool.
lands in a street.
I think I can learn that spell.
Whoa. Did you just cast Featherfall?
Kuriyami, you know every
Yeah.
Griffin Knight has a ring of Featherfall.
Oh wow! Okay, that's awesome.
Sometimes what they do is when they see a bad guy, they'll jump off and like with their
wow.
sword out and like slice them, and then hit the Featherfall, so they just land softly. You know.
Are we aware that like that's what that person was doing? Like he was getting a baddie?
In this case, it looks like the knight saw someone they knew
Okay.
Okay.
because they
Nice.
they fall, and then the griffin slowly like flies down.
And then
and
they,
lands
like-
next to them.
Hey, I got you Tim Hortons or whatever.
All right, you
Bag
pass.
of donuts.
I was gonna
Yep.
say it's like cops turning on their lights to get to Dunkin' Donuts or something.
yeah.
So you walk through the streets of Waterdeep. You walk past that lady's boobs, and there's a lingerie shop there. It's
I'm
called-
eyeing the shop like okay,
It's-
well,
Not now,
I-
Brittany.
keeping a mental note. Yeah.
We stop are both
Right
pushing
away,
you to go.
But I got business.
Like I like grab her collar and just drag.
Yeah.
Just come on.
Oh, okay.
The
okay,
shop- The shop is called Sothry's Comforts.
cool.
So
Sothry's Comfort.
Okay.
Gotta write this down.
yeah. Oh, it's TSATHREE. Sothry.
Sachi.
So, but you go to the Bragadoons.
Mm,
So you
yeah.
go to Bragadoons. There's a dwarf
Right.
and an anvil. Yeah, and he looks up at you. Hey,
Hello.
Bragadoon. What can
Good
I do-
day to you.
What do you want? What can I do for you?
I just pull out the dragon scale.
Ooh, his
I need
eyes.
armor.
His eyes
Yeah.
light up. Wow. All right. Black dragon, huh?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
You kill it yourself?
Everyone here. I think Kuriyami knows the story, but everyone chipped in.
Did you take any NPCs with you? Vilandra wants to go with you. Do you let her?
I'd
Yeah,
like them to
sure.
go.
She's
Any
part of the tour crew.
any of the other NPCs you want to take with
I
you?
think-
or-
I think just good boy, right?
Probably, yeah.
Pretty much we leave them to their
And
own.
Seraphine was
Same.
just like, I'm being insane.
Seraphine's like, I'm sick.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to
All
pray
right.
to Umbra.
"Oh, do you want any souvenirs? And
Yeah, we'll get her a souvenir.
maybe we're thinking of like what would be a good souvenir for Seraphine, and then we're like, wait, we should get her like one of those postcards. So we're thinking of stopping over there later.
We'll get her like a nice keychain to put on the end of her sword.
Yeah. It says I love Waterdeep.
Keychain to put on her sword.
But you just attach it at the pommel.
Yeah.
It's like a little phone plug.
This bit right here, you just have a little thing that comes off, and you have your keychain.
All right.
Yeah.
You go to get a Waterdeep mug for her, but they're all out of the Seraphine mugs.
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
Dang
Sarah mugs, and there's no Seraphine mugs.
it!
And we're like, well, maybe if we
Sorry,
just
Brave
change
Sweet, there's no
Sarah
Brave
mug
Sweet.
into Seraphine.
I don't see any Brave Sweets.
It's like they have like Seraphine,
Yeah.
Seraphone.
So close, and yet so far.
This Lily.
Yeah, Lily, not Lilia.
Winthrop.
Group.
Even if there's a Winthrop one, that it's like
Or there's like Win, and that's it. And we're like, we can write like the last like 4 letters of your name.
that's my
We got
nickname.
it.
It's the nickname of my nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, we need this.
And
Fine.
there's no Brave Sweet,
But
but there
we
is.
find
Go ahead.
there is no Brave Sweet.
Yeah, but there is Brave Sour.
Aw.
Sorry.
And then like out of all the mugs, we actually find a Martis one, and we're like, damn it.
Yeah.
Of course.
So how much for the armor and souvenirs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
that
So
was a tangent.
Dragon Scale Mail, you're gonna get 2 suits, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna
Yeah.
I
take
think we had enough for 2.
How
2
much is it going
days.
to cost us?
Well, all he's doing is I don't know, 100 gold for
I mean-
each.
100 gold?
For each.
I can pay for that.
200 total.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, I can
that
pay.
like-
I can pay 100.
Is that like some of it up front, some of it at the end?
Yeah. Well, I want something up front.
Well, yeah, of course.
50
wouldn't-
up front, 50 after or something.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yep. All right.
He tells you about the magic properties of the armor. And
Cool.
so he talks
What are
in
they?
Gotta write it.
fantasy Waterdeep speak, but in real life code, you hear +1 to armor class. Advantage on saves versus the dragon's frightful presence power. And you have advantage on saves against dragon breath weapons in general. And you're resistant to acid, so anytime you're hit with acid, you take half damage.
Wow,
And
That's pretty cool.
this
That's
is
really
sick
good.
armor.
So when you say +1 AC, is that like on top of your dex or something, or?
it's just whatever your AC is total, you just add 1 to it.
So +1 armor, +1 AC, and then advantage on save throws. You said.
Advantage on saving throws against frightful presence
Oh
and
wow,
dragon breath weapons.
that's really nice.
Because most dragons have a power where they radiate this frightful presence.
Right.
And that makes you run away, but you'll have advantage on those saves. And any dragon breath weapon, you'll have advantage on saves against that too.
Which is awesome. I'm just wondering if it's like I have leather armor, but if I switch it to this armor, what would it be?
Well, this is scale mail. Can you wear
Mhm.
scale mail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm proficient in medium.
It's I think we talked about this when we got the scales because it's technically a hide.
Yeah.
So you should be
Yeah. And yeah,
Like
that's why
medium.
that's not what I was worried about. I was worried about the weight, like light
Yeah.
armor, medium armor, heavy armor.
I believe it's medium armor.
I think so too. I'm just double checking.
And he says, and there's one other thing.
Yeah.
You can
Oh.
sense black dragons within a 30-mile radius.
Oh.
So once
That's
per day,
pretty cool.
as an action, you can reach out with your senses, and you'll sense if there's a black dragon within 30 miles.
I'm sure it would be very helpful in space.
maybe not space, but
I mean, we're not going to
Any-
spend all of our days in space.
yeah, we're currently in Faerun. Yeah, I'm proficient in medium armor. It just has to be not metal.
All right, that'll be 2 days from now. You paid some up front. Well,
Yep.
thanks so much. I'm excited to be working on it. I'm excited to be working on this.
Thank
Can
you.
you make it look really cool, like with some like sparkly designs on it?
You want me to
Sparkles.
One of
bedazzle
them.
the dragon scale armor?
You don't-
Sparkles.
You don't have to
No!
worry about that for mine, but the other one I don't know.
Something with a little bit of orange in it, just for Winthrop.
I don't wear.
Oh,
He's like, I'm too cool for orange.
customer is always
Color.
right.
I don't wear. Okay.
Or some purple, I guess. If you're going to be boring about it.
He writes down all of your requests. Sparkles.
I mean, Lilia probably has like
Orange.
some sort of design for this thing because she is.
I'm just like,
You
go all
cannot-
full utilitarian. I don't mind so much. Just
She canonically
Make
has
what you
made
want.
her own hats, so she has some sort of fashion sense.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so she and we thought about this like making this armor for a really long time. So she's excited. She's like, "Here's an idea I made. There's like some stuff you can do with it. You do what you do, but like I'm just saying, it might look really cool."
You get the sense as you're wrapping this up, there's someone in the doorway of this building watching you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
I turn around, but try not to like make it like noticeable to the people around me that I'm turning around to look behind me.
Make a deception.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I better roll high. Come on. Oh, that was like an 8.
Oh, well, it's pretty obvious. It's
Oh,
some guy. He's
Some guy.
some guy.
he's got stubble and bright blue
Oh.
eyes.
Oh,
and,
he's some guy.
dark hair, and he's kind of tall.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
He
I have an idea of who this might be, but okay.
I'm rolling to see how handsome I think he is. Oh, he's at 12. That's not bad.
It's above average.
I
Yeah.
thought you're supposed to roll percentage dice.
Oh, am I
It's
supposed
me.
to roll percentage?
Or a
dice?
D10.
Hold on, I'm rolling percentage. Hold on.
Percentage is
roll
a D10 and it's both of these.
58%. So that's about the 12. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, I rolled like an 88, so that's nice.
oh wow.
Winthrop likes him.
Oh,
wow.
He's like, oh.
I look over at Winthrop's face and he's helpless.
Well, you notice
Lilia goes 70, so
you
here we go.
like if we're rolling for it, gotta.
Yeah, gotta roll.
Got
roll.
22.
Oh,
Whoa.
he
like-
is nothing.
you see he's looking at Vilandra, and
Mm.
he smiles.
Oh. Just
Yes.
how does she feeling of that?
She shyly looks back.
Aw.
Ooh.
He says, "I've never seen anyone who looks like you before," and he walks into Bragadoons. He says,
Okay.
"My name is Decimeth."
Why does everybody have such cool names here? Oh my gosh.
Estimate?
I
Oh,
used
cool.
the Chris
the captain
Perkins
of this
name
crew?
list. That's why.
Oh,
The Chris Perkins nameless.
makes sense.
Mm.
Nice.
Um,
Sorry. So I approach and I go, and I am Brave Sweep, the captain of this moshly crew.
He smiles.
You're
and
captain
says,
of the ship, but okay.
Yeah.
says, "Are you new to Waterdeep, Captain?"
Why, yes. And then we like show him our merch.
My God.
oh
And we
We've
got
no.
been
excited,
here like 2 days.
Look,
I
that's
don't know
Yes.
how long were we in the maze.
It was 2 days, I think. Couple days.
Yeah, because we
Okay.
had a long rest in the middle.
Yeah, right. A
we
couple
got
days,
here like a couple days ago.
but we're like in a
Um,
maze for like 2 of them, so it doesn't really count.
he says, where were you from before this?
Space.
Space. He'd be like, space. Oh.
Yeah.
What do they call that? A spell jammer?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Wow.
Our Spelljammer ship is in dock.
I'm sorry. I was being nosy. It was nice to meet you all. Maybe I'll see you around.
Okay.
Okay.
That guy's not suspicious at all.
That was weird,
Not at
right?
all.
That was weird, right?
It
Can I
was
roll
weird.
Can I roll a suspicious what is he specifically doing check?
You can do an insight.
Insight, yeah.
Insight.
Suspicion check is an insight check.
Sense motive.
My eyebrows like furrow a little bit.
Fair.
Like, And I roll a 12, and that's oh, so that is at 13.
Just some dude.
That just seemed like a random
Yeah, that was
interaction
weird.
to me. It was just
Oh,
like, okay.
He's on his way out and he stops. And he says, if you all aren't doing anything tomorrow night, I'll be at the moon sphere.
Is
I know
Kuriami,
what the
is
moon
that
sphere
is that like a
What is that?
like an astrology circle or like
Kuriami, you know
Yeah.
that every full moon, there's this in a place called the Dancing Court in the city of Waterdeep. This
Uh-huh.
big glowing spherical field of blue light appears,
Oh.
and people can enter into it and fly around.
we gotta go do that.
They do like
Whoa.
special flying dancing.
Okay.
Whoa.
We can do that. Yeah.
I love dancing.
I'll tell him
Rena
about
instantly thinks of Ready Player One, the movie.
it.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
right.
Cool.
And it's right by a fest hall called the Jade Dancer.
Okay.
So you know where that is.
Oh yeah, I know where all the festivals are. Chances are.
Oh,
And the guy's gone.
Cool.
He
okay.
We have to go do that. That sounds like so much fun. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's get everything done first, though.
Yes, let's go help Jennifer.
Yes.
Yes.
Kuriami, you know that
Uh-huh.
one place that might be able to help Jennifer is the House of Inspired Hands. It's a temple
Oh.
of Gond.
Yes.
It's like a creator god.
Yeah, the god of
Makes
like
sense.
invention.
Mm.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes, we could go there. They have all sorts of things on display too, I do believe.
They sure do.
All the wonders of Gond.
Praise Gond, right?
Yeah.
We also have to get a scroll of the chest.
Leomund
Leomun's secret chest. Okay.
Yes.
chest thing.
And actually, they might be able to help your gargoyle friend with his inventions, I suppose.
Mhm.
All right.
Mm.
The
Should we
house.
bring him along?
Well,
We didn't bring him along, but we can
we
go
didn't
pick
bring
him
him
up.
along. Yeah, we could.
Okay. Okay.
Or tell him to go check it out. Or
Yeah.
We found this. Go and check it out on your own time.
yeah. It's like, I mean, what else will the crew be doing? We can
Yeah.
send them off doing their own thing whenever. Like, I assume
We do have like 2 days for your stuff to be done and for our to get our groove on.
So
So-
my thinking is we'd leave some people at the ship and tell other people's to go do, and if you have any business to attend to, do that
Yes.
Absolutely.
and just go in shifts.
I have such a smart crew.
I like to think the brave suit every time she thinks about the crew, she just gets all sparkly.
Yeah.
It's a good crew.
All right, you gonna go to the House of Inspired Hands?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. There are people going in and coming out. Do you want to go in?
We go in.
The
I'll let
temple,
Lilia lead the way, though.
Still have our
the temple of Gond.
touristy.
Yeah, you got your keychains in your mugs.
Yeah.
So what
Like,
mugs did you
I'll
get?
be holding the keychain, but
We probably got like mugs that were close enough, and we just sort of like scratched out like the letters that were wrong and then changed them in order for them to actually be ours. Or like
with
maybe
a little
there's a mug with, like,
prestidigitation
best
or something.
captain
It's
ever
like,
or something like that. Yeah.
So you
we're like,
got
yeah.
Seraphone.
And then we got one reluctantly for Marcus, since it was the only one that we found like officially that was his name.
All right, so Seraphone, Lily, Winthrap, and Brave,
Brave
Sour.
Sour.
Okay.
And like,
I love it.
I love this. so much.
courageous sugar.
What's courageous sugar?
it's a tabaxi mug, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Coward
Right.
Sour. That would be
Coward Sour.
Coward bitter.
Oh my god. That's my next tabaxi name.
What does the
My
keychain look like?
character.
What does the keychain look like? Let's see.
Mm.
It has like the port on it
Wait,
and
wait.
like the
Well-
feet of one of the statues, and like it says, "I love Waterdeep."
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna
love
say,
Waterdeep.
The
Or it's like I heart Waterdeep.
yeah, I think that the coat of
It's-
arms of Waterdeep is actually the harbor and the ship and stuff. So it
That's-
probably
That
incorporates
makes
that.
total sense.
Yeah.
If
Oh.
there's like anything that's like skull-like, but it's
Oh
an
my
earring, I'll take that. And it's like,
There might be something like that on the
Gonna-
yawning portal.
give
Well,
this to Axel later.
there's
It's like an earring.
there's a skull port. Skull port is below the city, so there might be some edgy skull port like Hot Topic kind of gear.
Oh,
Yes!
we gotta go there.
Winthrop, we can
Gotta
go to
go there,
Skullport and
Winthrop.
shop for the goth clothes later. Don't worry.
All right.
Just you and me.
Awesome.
Oh my god!
This is the best.
You could-
Shopping.
Hey, come on, I gotta help Jennifer.
Yeah, that's what's my hands.
Do you want to do like the Skullport
Oh,
episode
no.
next week? Would you,
Okay.
would you want to go to Skullport? Like,
I
Yeah.
don't
Well, we
know.
have the party to go to.
I mean, next time we play, would you want to do that, or do you want to?
Could do that.
Sure.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't know what the. We're just playing, right? If you want to run Skullport, I guess so.
All right. Because I've been meaning to. I wanted to read up on it anyway, so
Oh,
I don't know anything
you're
about it
welcome.
really. So.
Me neither.
Hmm.
me either. You could
That's-
literally make it up, and we'd be like, "Yep, okay."
Well, it's like I know that's where the Xanath.
Yeah,
It's a crime place.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Next to
Ooh,
Dunder
that'll be
Mountain, too.
interesting.
Oh, it's like the
I was
place
just
that-
Hot Topic and related
Yeah.
locale. Just like, okay, this is for the
Oh, look, there's
hamster shopping.
Gucci R.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
whatever.
No, that's fake Gucci. Are you?
Yeah, fake Gucci. Oh no,
All right. The main hall of the temple
we just
holds
see all the Molly stuff.
the main wha- the main hall of the temple holds 24 marble pedestals. Each one bears a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some other extraordinary creation. Among the displays are several that stand out. There's a 4-foot-tall working model of a clock tower that rings at the top of every hour. There's a wooden flying machine that has wings that flap when it becomes airborne. There's a miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle. There's a functional waking helmet equipped with small articulated metal arms and hands that gently slap the wearer if he or she falls asleep.
Oh wow.
Let's get that for Marcus.
A miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray that has a brass plate affixed to its pedestal that reads the Scarlet
Ooh.
Marpanoth, a lanternese submersible. They also actually have a few
Right.
items that they do sell.
Can we get a submarine?
Can we get a submarine?
A dragonborn priest named Valletta walks over to you. She has bronze scales. And she says, "Welcome to
Oh.
the Hall of Exemplary Inventions. I see you're admiring some of our great creations."
So his face is against like the manta ray ones, like ah!
Lilia, we're here about Jennifer. Remember?
Right.
Yeah.
Hello. my name is Lilia, and this is my armor is cursed, and there's a spirit inside of it, and I want to help her because she needs to be happy because she's kind of sad.
There's a spirit inside your armor. And
Yes.
You want
Also,
to,
I can't take it off.
You want to. You want to separate the spirit from the armor.
Yes.
She looks around and says, "All of you, come with me."
Okay.
Okay.
All of us?
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh.
Do we suspicious anything? Do we?
Yeah.
Nope.
She
I rolled
wants-
an 8.
I do the follows.
She wants to
Yeah.
lead you into a back room and downstairs.
Oh my.
Do you follow,
Yeah, I rolled an
Funny.
8. I'm okay with this.
Sure.
Valletta?
I'm gonna do everything I can to help Jennifer.
Yeah. For the sake of Winthrop being anxious about safety, can I roll insight?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. That is. That was the wrong page. Hold on.
Oh, and so Lilia, the armor says, "Oh, great, you're gonna get me killed, like forever."
No,
That was
I'm just.
about 14.
Your insight is she's very excited.
I think this person's excited. Whether for
I mean, why wouldn't you be in this beautiful place?
and it's based off of this, I'm assuming it's a new project. But it also could be excited to help.
So
That makes sense.
she brings you down into a workshop where there's tables with all sorts of weird, like copper gears and disassembled things. And in the back, there's something really big covered in a green blanket. She walks up to the blanket and she's about to pull it off. Do you do anything special?
No.
I'm just assuming she was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, sure.
She pulls the blanket off, and you see a humanoid composed predominantly of lightweight wood. It's wearing clothing. I'll show you a picture. Right there.
Ooh.
She says
I like his hat.
it's called a Nimblewright.
Oh.
It's a construct person.
That's cool.
They do tend to take on their own personalities, but I've always wondered if it would be possible to put some spirit or soul into a Nimblewright, and maybe it could live in
Maybe Jennifer, you can live.
I
And
can't directly talk to Jennifer, but I'd probably start talking like, Jennifer, what do you think about that? Tell Aya. I don't know.
who's Aya?
Who's Aya?
I meant Lilia.
She says the head has a mustache. I don't want a mustache.
She doesn't like the mustache.
Like,
Can we get rid of that?
Valletta says, sure, we could make a head that looks like her real life head.
Come on, Jennifer, it's gonna be great. I promise.
that mustache is so nice, though.
She
I know.
So Valletta pulls out a bunch of notes and stuff. Are any of you spellcasters? Because
Yeah.
All right. Well,
See my wand? And Lilia's just gonna waver like
with a little bit of work, we might be able to put together a ritual to siphon the soul out of the armor of woe into this Nimblewright. It might take a few hours. Are you all willing to help me?
Sure.
Sure.
So it sounds like
Would you say, like, if we siphon the
I just don't want a spirit
spirit from the armor, would it take
upset.
away bonuses from the armor?
What?
that depends on how well we enact the ritual
Yeah.
Oh.
in the
good
Nimblewright
job,
montage. We're
Heck
gonna
yeah.
take it to the limit.
Everyone's like, if we have to make checks, Winthrop is just like, guidance time! Yay!
Yay!
Guidance.
Everybody gets guidance. Woo!
What does guidance do again?
You just add a D4 to
Adds a
rolls.
D4. Okay.
All right.
Adds a D4. Got it.
Let's
Okay.
have that at the ready.
So I think we're
Right.
gonna do. There's two things you're gonna have to do. You gotta
Okay.
make the new head.
Mm.
So who wants to be in charge of making the new head?
Is anyone
Uh,
proficient in like?
Heads.
It would be like performance.
I would assume like woodworking tools or carpentry stuff. If
Yeah,
it was light wood.
I guess so.
I'm -1 in performance.
Because I've always like considered like the arts as performance. Like that's the check that usually people use.
Well, I think depending on what kind of arts, it would also be dexterity.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really good at dexterity.
I just need to look. at
Just
the
tell us what
lists.
check and
I have Zens. It would have a few tool checks that you might want to.
Oh
Mhm.
right. Yeah, there's probably the carpentry tools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Tinker's tools, if that might help.
Tinker's
might help
tools.
too.
Yeah. Anybody
Tinker's
know?
tools and carpentry tools both would work. But
this is
I'm not
skyscape help,
proficient,
because
but-
that's what I have.
Does anybody have those stats handy? The Tinker's tools or the Carpenter's tools? I can't.
for the
Hold on.
I have Zan's guide.
Nice.
I have thieves' tools. That's it.
All right. So what are we looking for? We've got our carpenter's tools here.
Okay. So what does it say for those?
This one says skill at carpentry enables a character to construct wooden structures, and a carpenter can build a house, a shack, a wooden cabinet, or similar items. And then there's like different kinds of activities that you can do with that.
Does it
that
have
are-
any stat related stuff?
Different checks that you could do, like a history. It would give you proficiency in identifying things like architecture. Fortify looks like it would be the most close, but I'm not.
So I don't know.
So
what,
you-
what stat would it be? Dex probably for this kind of thing, or intelligence?
Well,
Well-
Fortify says it's. Well, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says that the DC is different based off of different things you can do with it.
So it's up to you, I guess.
I'll say
I've-
just either
like-
Dex or intelligence.
For. Oh, wait. Yeah. So, for example, with the painter supplies, you for painting and drawing, it just says to do a DC, and you get to choose what it is.
Oh.
But you can do Arcana and Religion and Investigation and Perception and different things for different results based
So,
off of what they want to do.
So like 80s music starts to play, and she pulls out like a head, and you start carving, and like you know.
Dylan, you were right. There was an electric guitar.
Oh wait, there's woodcarver's tools.
Whoa.
Oh.
I just imagine all of us have
Same thing though.
a different head, and we're all working on different heads, and we just show up and be like, no, not that one.
Like the thing in
Yeah.
Taz with the duck.
I was like, yeah, I like it.
Like Valletta makes a dragonborn head. And in the armor of woe, Jennifer's like, I'm a halfling, I'm not a dragonborn.
Ah,
Kuriyami makes like a scary Oni-looking mask, with, like the tongue sticking out.
So it's like you hold it up, and then we see Lilia, and she's like, mm-mm.
that's so scary. Why?
I like it.
Like Brave Sweet has very little artistic abilities, so then she just like it's like in the shape of the head, but it's just two circles and then like smiley face.
It's like you took a knife and you just carved like.
Yeah, it's just like and
Lilia like makes like a very delicate looking face, like that like has like very like light, like really like like pretty features, like and like she's taking a really long time and she's like painting it and stuff like that too.
All right. So it sounds like is Lilia making the actual head, the winning
Probably.
head?
I think so.
So make a
probably.
Dex or an intelligence. Craft this.
Would she have advantage because Jennifer could like help her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was
sure.
thinking.
Yeah.
Also, boop. Guidance.
Um,
She's like, maybe help. I don't know.
So you have an extra.
Well, Dex and Intelligence are both the same thing. Is it like, can I add some sort of proficiency to that? Like,
Well, I can't think of the skill that would apply to this. I don't have a list of skills in front of me, but
Well,
sleight of
we're
hand,
making-
maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe sleight of hand.
That would make sense.
I don't have.
'Cause
sleight of hand.
I can't think of anything else really that would make sense.
But Lily, you do get the extra plus D4 from Winthrop's guidance. So.
Okay, here we go.
You can do this.
The second one would be like history for intelligence because of knowing everything in Jennifer.
I got a 16.
Okay, so you make a nice halfling head, and Jennifer's like, "Oh, that's okay." And
Yeah.
all right, so it's just like the montage is just like like Dragonborn head, Oni head, smiley face, like crap
looks-
fest.
Lily is keeping all the other heads though. Like, I want to decorate the
Oh
better.
my god.
Just some more souvenirs to add to like
Yeah.
the ship display of art.
And then Lilia comes up, and it's like everybody's like, All right,
That's
now
good.
the magic ritual. Vilandra's gonna do some, and then a spellcaster will have to do an arcana. You'll be siphoning the spirit of Jennifer out of the armor and into the Nimblewright suit.
I guess it's me, right?
I'd assume Lilia has the highest arcana.
I have a 6.
Okay, so you start
So
doing the ritual. Your armor starts to glow. The Nimblewright starts to shake.
I can be there to help though, because I feel like Winthrop would know spirit things based off of which circle of druidic stuff he's in.
Okay, so Lilia, what did you get on your
Because
arcana
I can
check?
talk to dead things.
do I still get guidance?
Yeah, I automatically just boop.
Oh, great. So I got an 18.
Okay, so you and like this energy forms, and then you see the swirling like pink energy with a little halfling face in it, and you kind of like whoosh, and it sucks into the mouth of the Nimblewright. And, like it shakes its head, and it actually the face starts to animate and move, and she looks at her hands, and she looks at you guys, and she says, "Wow, I'm not Armor of Woe anymore."
Do you like it?
She like moves her arm and stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Hmm.
This is gonna take Jennifer's hands. And is like, you do great things, Jennifer.
She tries to tap dance.
Aww.
Guidance!
Come on,
Yes.
please.
Whoa!
You got this!
All right, 9 + 4 is 13, plus a D4.
Not bad for your first try.
Plus
when you're in your
4?
body.
Oh, the guidance puts her way over the top. She
Right?
just-
Right?
All right.
I take my fun. Da 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 da.
So-
No strings to hold me down.
So the Armor of Woe isn't cursed anymore. You can take it off.
Yay!
It still has its magical powers.
Hey.
And
Yay!
now Jennifer the Nimblewright is a Nimblewright.
Very impressive.
And
Yay!
she's got
We did good today, guys.
Valletta like kind of gives you the rundown on Nimblewrights.
Hmm.
She doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep. Damage she takes can be repaired with mending spells, but a
Oh.
Nimblewright that is reduced to 0 hit points is permanently destroyed.
Okay. Good to know.
Her weapon attacks are magical. She has magic resistance.
So she is a type of construct.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
She can attack. She gets 3 attacks, 2 with a
dang.
rapier and 1 with a dagger, and she can parry attacks that come at her.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
She's an 18
Awesome.
dexterity.
Whoa.
She's
Oh,
resistant to non-magical weapons.
Whoa.
She can't be frightened or poisoned or exhausted.
I love it. It's great.
Wow. Thanks, everybody.
Come.
Valletta like throws a robe on her. Just people Waterdeep are used to seeing all sorts of weird creatures, but just in case.
Yeah.
Here's
That's fair.
here's
That
a
makes sense.
Waterdeep hoodie and Waterdeep sweatpants.
Probably maybe we go and rush back to like the souvenir shop and we like get her like I love Waterdeep hoodies and like I don't know what the flag is for like Waterdeep, but we get her like one of those.
I feel like it's like the tourist clothes are always more expensive. They're
Yeah.
always more
They
We're like,
expensive.
come on! We're like, come on!
No,
Go
let's
to
get
an actual.
like a nice something.
Yeah. Alright.
She says, Lilia, she says to you, I'm sorry I was so crabby. We went into Undermountain, me and my friends, and they all died, and but now it's like I have a second chance. Is it okay if I come with you guys?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Can I be a crew person on your ship?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
We have lots of room now.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, your crew gets more interesting by the day.
No kidding.
It always seems to be.
I love our crew.
Okay. So, so Valletta at once your Jennifer has her sweatpants and sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
46. She says, we have other stuff here. I don't know if you guys are interested in buying anything, but I mean, you seem like you're buying a lot of Waterdeep stuff. We have some things that I make. Let me know if any of these are interesting to you. She holds up stilts. These are called adjustable stilts. They take 1 minute to put on or remove. They increase the height of any humanoid wearing them by 2 to 5 feet.
Ooh, that might actually be useful.
You got a trench coat, you can sneak into a movie theater.
Well, the thing is, I have a disguise, a mask that I can disguise myself, and I'm kind of always sure to be anybody except like,
Goblin.
or babies.
Mm.
So I
That's a story I don't want to go into right
I
now.
don't want to go with that either. You tell me that later.
That's another time.
That's when
Like,
we're all drunk.
He's like, or babies. It's like,
So
we'll talk about that one later.
These
Later.
are,
Later.
they're,
Later story.
they're 50 gold if you want them.
50 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You wouldn't happen to have what's it called?
Sending
Stones of Far Speech on here, maybe?
Oh, sending stones? We don't have those, but I know you could go to a place called Curious Past. They sell exotic items, some of which aren't exactly legal. But I'm pretty sure I saw some sending stones there.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It doesn't have to be legal.
She says, here's another item you might be interested in. It's called a backpack parachute. A humanoid wearing this piece of gear can deploy the parachute as a reaction when falling, or as an action otherwise. The parachute requires at least a 10-foot cube of unoccupied space in which to deploy, and it doesn't open fast enough to slow a fall of less than 60 feet.
So you're saying it's like Featherfall without the magic.
Mm-hmm. She says you just pull this ripcord, and the parachute will pop out, and you will float to safety. It's 50 gold. Does anybody want it?
I'm good.
Very sweet.
Do you want it?
I think I'm good.
Yeah,
The
I think we're
Brian
good.
mentions to the DM, are you trying to tell us something? We're gonna be falling from a height that.
Are we playing Fortnite now?
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Playing Fortnite.
She says,
Wizard Unknown's Battleground?
She holds up a metal cube, 6 inches on a side that has a crank on the top. She says you can wind the crank and it'll activate this barking box for 8 hours. While activated, the box barks whenever it detects vibrations within 15 feet of it. So
We already
if
have
you are-
good
Have a
boy.
bark bot.
Oh.
We already have
Look,
It's a motion alarm.
Last thing I've got here is a matchless pipe. It's a switch made of flint is built into the bowl of this fine wooden smoking pipe. With a few flicks of the switch, the pipe lights itself.
Brave Sweet
Probably not a
asks
good
the
idea
rest
to
of the
give
crew,
to anyone on the crew during flight.
Would it make my image of as a captain more regal?
You can already breathe fire.
Okay,
What's the
okay.
point?
Lightning, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, lightning, which is way cooler.
It is.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have
that
anything like that pipe, only it's like bubbles or something? Just for
Like
aesthetic.
a vape pen.
No.
Is this what you're thinking of giving to Marcus?
I was thinking Brave Sweet.
Oh.
A little bubble blower.
Oh.
She says you might be able to find that at Curious Past.
All right, cool.
We should go there.
Her name is Valletta, right?
Valletta, yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Valletta. This has been very insightful. I love your inventions that you have on display here. They're quite
Do-
something.
Hey guys, do we need a submarine? Because like I kind of want a submarine. Look,
Can
it's
you
a
shrink it
flop
down
flop.
so that
The
it can
submarine is pretty
be a spell
cool.
jammer? Because I'm just thinking, like, we don't have anywhere to store it.
Valletta
Alright.
says, well, there is a thing. Have you ever heard
It's
of
cool
an
as it would be.
apparatus of Gond or an apparatus of Qualish?
Well, I would assume Gond in this case because we're in a Gond temple, but what?
All right, she's going to show you a picture.
Oh.
Some of our creators have made things that look like this. She holds up a
Oh.
design.
Wow.
An
Cool.
apparatus of Gond or Qualish is a vehicle that can go underwater. And it usually fits 3 or 4 people. You can breathe in it. But those are incredibly powerful magic items that are very hard to make or find. But maybe someday you'll... If you do something great for the Church of Gond, then I'm sure they could reward you with one. But I mean, these are very, very powerful magic items worth.
Well, we'll certainly keep that in mind.
I just want a magic
Like,
flop
as far as
flop.
I know, like the ship,
You want a magic what?
I am the captain of the
Flop
ship.
flop, you
We
know,
don't
the
actually
sea
own the
pancake.
ship.
Yeah, sea
Oh,
pancake.
sea pancake.
Yeah, see, you have to use the proper name.
Got it.
A sea pancake?
Hmm.
A stingray.
Stingray, manta ray.
All right. So,
Flop flop.
do you want to go to Curious Past next?
Totally.
I
Yes.
think so.
Along the
Yes,
way,
yes, yes.
Vilandra says, so do you think that guy will be at the flying dance thing tomorrow?
Say
He was-
what?
Might.
He was making very like. I saw it. I know.
Do you think maybe I should do my hair or something?
Yes! Oh my goodness, we're gonna get dressed up! Ah! I'm so excited.
You show up at Curious
Stop by the
Past.
tailor shop.
But there's like, I've never been a wingman before. How do you do this?
Well, you already been flying. You should be fine.
I'll point at the Hawkman statue. You got to be like that if you want to be a wingman.
Oh,
Ah.
I can't fly when I wild shape yet, though.
Oh, we'll get there eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taking it literally. Oh,
And you know, you also have to write dumb poetry. That's for
Oh.
sure.
Oh,
Dumb poetry. Okay.
When you go into Curious Past, there's 2 people working there. One is a female gnome. The other is a female dwarf. And you can't help but notice that the female dwarf is wearing a gleaming magical ring. And in this
Cool.
store, they have exotic items of dubious legality. They say,
Dubious-
welcome to Curious Past.
Hello.
Shit.
hello. We have heard you have a supply of sending stones and other interesting goods, and we're just wondering
We do.
what would the price
They like
be on
look
those.
around and they quietly say, are you looking for any smoke powder?
I mean, our gift friend might be, but not me.
Oh, well, you should
Seraphine might be too.
direct him towards us. We
right.
sell
Seraphine's
potions
my
of healing, spell scrolls of different spells. Potion of fire breath, potions of resistance, Kyotom's ointment,
What?
Dog time.
a filter
What?
filter of love.
Filter of love. What is
Yeah.
that?
Well,
Love.
it's like
The thing you put in the coffee machine. Just
we're kind
Oh,
of
for a mug?
no.
Will we brew some love?
And then they
I
have
love
they
potion
have
filter, just like
they have sending stones also.
that's mean.
what does those like? Does it like look like rocks, or like is it like gems, or like what does it look like?
Are they carved to look like
Little faces, right?
ears or faces, like whispering faces?
Yeah.
Sending
Yeah.
stones.
I thought,
There's a picture.
Yeah.
They do have faces on them.
yeah,
Right
like
there.
they're whispering at each other.
Cool.
Oh.
Yes, I'm getting 2 of those.
Okay, so that is going to be 400 gold.
Hmm.
Do you think all we'll need is 2?
Well, how are we doing the armor pay? Because
Well,
I can pay for both of them right now for the armor from earlier.
I was thinking I would pay 100 and you'd pay the other 100.
All right, yeah, I can do that. So that leaves me. I still have 220.
I'll
Okay.
I'll put
I
I'll
don't
put.
have as much as you guys, so that leaves me with 100.
Can I bargain for those sending stones?
Sure, you can do, like diplomacy or bluff or deception.
Persuasion.
Those
Can I do-
persuasion, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Let me see.
Do the persuade.
Do it.
I'm not
Alright,
getting any of those things.
it's not terrible, so I have to use my 18 charisma somehow.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I got
Come on.
I got a 7.
Oh.
Well,
Actually it's
Yeah.
401 gold.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I forgot to.
That's
If you look at
The
the price
tax.
tag,
sales price, sales tax, of course.
Dang it.
you know that in general, uncommon magic items like this go for anywhere from 101 gold to 500 gold.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. That's
Yes,
fine. I'll pay it.
Okay.
It's whatever.
so you get a
And
sending stone for yourself and a sending stone for Kuriyami.
Yes.
So they come in pairs. When you touch one stone, you can use an action to cast a sending spell from it. The target is the bearer of the other stone. If no creature bears the other stone, you know that fact as soon as you use it and don't cast the spell. Once
Cool.
sending is cast through the stones, they can't be used again until the next dawn.
So it's also something of a find my friend. Just make sure that it's like there's no one like it less that and more of a they lost it.
yeah.
Find my iPhone. Find my send stone.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost out of time. Do you want to go to the lingerie place?
No.
Well, let's do
Dude.
it. Let's do it.
I'm like, oh, come on, you
I
guys.
will. Kuriyami
If
will
you
go there
want
with Brain
to.
Sweet. She
You
will.
can, but
we
Winthrop's not
quickly
going.
rush over to the lingerie shop.
So Winthrop is not going?
Winthrop and Lily are just
Sorry, I
standing
tried to,
outside, like
Can I do a strength check to like pull like her collar to bring her to bring him with me?
Mm,
Bring
I
him
mean,
in?
you can try, but apparently Lily,
Can I
like,
do it?
I don't know. The
She
the
resists?
Griffin cavalry are watching you.
Oh,
Like,
Wow.
They
I
might swoop
stealthily
down
do
from the
it?
sky and start the
because I'm
question.
disturbing the peace.
They keep tabs on the lingerie shop, evidently.
Some shady stuff happens
Those
there.
giant boobs attract a lot of weirdos. You know?
I mean, that's fair.
Oh my
this
god.
might be my favorite shop in Modern.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my god.
I
Curry,
hope that you guys go in your in
I
the.
know. I hope so too.
so
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Continue. Sorry.
You know, we could like head to me and Kurami can head to the shop, and that we can end it there. Like make it like a special little thing, like a hook to bring people back for next week. Like.
All right.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
that's what. Okay.
That's what you have to look
So-
forward to next week.
That's what
see,
you
like,
have to look
the
like.
back of Brave Sweet and Kuriyami walking towards these giant
Yeah.
stone
Oh,
boots.
yeah.
And that's
Doing that walk where like our hips are moving like side to
Yeah.
side, so, like sassy.
Meanwhile, like, and it zooms out, and Winthrop is just like,
Leah's standing there like the color of her face is like camouflage into her hat.
She's just red. You just see a red kind of pointy blob.
This is like, oh man.
next week. Chloe's gonna be like, "So what did I miss?"
Yeah,
You're like, "Here's your Seraphone mug. And do you want to go into this boob store?" All right.
Oh my god.
But like party next week? Party next week?
right, we need to do like the dress up shopping thing.
Party!
Yeah.
The what?
Party!
The dress up
Like
shop?
we're gonna dress
Yeah,
up
like,
our characters for the
Oh.
event ball
For
or
a
the
dance, I
dance,
guess.
That sounds like another
Fancy.
montage. The dress
I
up.
know, right?
It does.
right? We
Alright.
got things planned out.
Oh man, I'm gonna draw all that.
All right, I'll have to like Google that. I'll see if I can find a movie where like, you know, they're like, "Yeah, it's time to go," you know, and like
Any
Yeah.
I'll
movie
be like-
from 1999 to 2005, like any romance
Any-
movie.
okay.
Fair.
You just need to fix your hair a little. That's all.
I mean, the first one that pops to mind for me is just LA Enchanted when they
Mm.
Yeah.
the little girl just like has the credit card. This is definitely an emergency. And they go.
Okay, thank you. I will Google that. All right, I'm not watching the whole movie.
Do research. John.
Great movie.
It's a good movie, so I
It
recommend
is.
watching
You
it.
know, why, I'm gonna be like, "There's no way I'm watching the whole thing." The next week I'm gonna be like, "Guys, guess what I saw?
Guys, I'm a fan.
Oh, it's really good."
Enchanted. That
All right.
one.
Cute.
So we'll
Really cute.
as Kuriyami and Brave Sweet head towards the shop. Credits roll. So we'll do some plugs before we go.
Is there like a Marvel?
The Dungeon Academy thing?
The Dungeon Academy theme.
Mhm.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I was thinking just that to be continued meme.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Aya, do you have any plugs?
I do. Every week on Fridays, you can catch me crying on Scotty Hood's channel on the Retroverse game, where I play a very sad, very fun synth-weather half-elf. And also, Written in Stone is taking a little break because we're redoing some stuff. Don't worry, it'll be great. But we're coming back soon, I hope. And stay tuned for that because there might be some special people that might be showing up for the Halloween episode. So
Oh, it's sassy. I don't know.
I don't know who it might be, but we'll
Oh
see.
my. Oh my.
What about Dylan? Do you have any plugs, Dylan?
I do, yeah. Let me see. Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Greyhawk channel, I'll be in Secrets of Castle Greyhawk. where
Oh
we explore
yeah!
D&D's original Mega Dungeon.
Whoa!
Yeah. Let me see. Saturday at, I believe, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, because we're going back to regular time. We're doing episode 3 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We just rescued Floon Blagmar and got the deed to Troll Skull Manor, so we're gonna open a business. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the nudes for everybody.
Mm.
Yes, all the noodles you could ever eat.
What? I'm missing something.
Ramen shop. Ramen shop.
Yes.
Ramen shop. Okay. Okay.
Rena, do you
You
have
know.
any plugs?
Well, every Sunday I'm here as Winthrop, and then on Tuesdays I tend to be on Waffle Talk. I can't this week, but it apparently this next one has a psychiatrist, so that should be interesting.
Therapy
know.
session,
It-
finally.
Oh, finally.
How
I've
do
been
you
saying they
feel?
need therapy for
By the
like
deal, yeah.
weeks.
We've been needing
Heel's gonna be
therapy
on
since
Dice Gamer.
season
Or at
1.
least it's a psychic. Yeah.
Therapy. Yeah.
That's as close as you're gonna get.
Brienne, do you have any plugs?
Oh, I will. I play with you and on our new thing series by the amazing Ramrod on Ramrod's channel. I forget what the actual thing is called, but it's on Saturdays, and we played that yesterday. It's not going to be every week. It's probably going to be more like bi-weekly or something, but it's been really fun. I'm enjoying it, so go and check that out.
Mhm.
And then I'm here every Sunday playing Brave Suite. That's been fun. And then I haven't decided yet when to do my game because I've been swamped with work. So, but it will return. Don't worry. It just gives me more time to get bigger, better ideas for my players. That's great.
Exactly.
Just gonna
Yeah.
kill one of us off.
I'm just really excited for everyone to meet my disaster child.
I'm
I
just
can't
excited to
wait.
be everybody's mom.
Oh no.
Anyways, so
I don't
and
think
I try my best to make the time for Waffle Talk because I look forward to getting back on there. I just can't not confirm yet if I can make it next week.
Yeah, well, if Rena can't do it, then there will be a spot.
I will try, but we'll see.
Okay. So tomorrow I'll be on the Greyhawk channel at 1 p.m. Eastern, playing my character in Orchard, which is a really cool Feywilds campaign where it's like we're all going insane in the Feywild. It's very, very cool. And then Tuesday we'll have Waffle Talk right after Dice Camera Action ends. That's a special episode because one of my favorite people, Hadil, is actually going to be a guest star.
She's
at Twitty Sets.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
He's great.
We'll be talking all about
Hadil,
that.
come play with us, please.
Yeah, can you get her to be
That'd be amazing.
show someday?
Oh,
I did it once and it was like so awesome. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Wednesday is Mordenkainen's Path of the Plains on Greyhawk channel, and then Thursday Secrets of Castle Greyhawk. A whole bunch of stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for playing. We'll be back again next week. Let's see if the button. Oh, the button works. All right. So we'll see you all later.
yeah.
Goodbye.